I can't believe I let that happen. That was a rookie mistake. I was just thinking before I started recording, I've only died 3 times on this playthrough. And not once have I died since Ding level 5, which is when you start losing experience. Look at me, I'm naked. I got nothing. I got no spells memorized. I got no equipment. Oh, that sucks. I can't even afford to buy a port. Oh. Okay. Well, that really sucks. I can't end it like that. I cannot end this video like that. This video has been so tragic. I already lost all that footage. I lost my entire walkthrough folder. Ugh. Something is just cursed about this. I think it's that zone Oasis. Bertoxilus is telling me not to go there. It's cursed. I cannot believe I let that happen. I knew Lockjaw was going to be walking back. I was selfishly trying to get the damn mummy experience. I probably wouldn't even have kill the mummy. It would have been too much mana. I was only at like 40% mana. Maybe not even that. Damn. That is just downright unfortunate. But I did it to myself. It's my own damn fault. It really is my own damn fault. This is the walk of shame right here. The run of shame. It's my own damn fault because I knew that Lockjaw was the only damn crocodile that does aggro you. I knew that someone had just zoned him out, so he was going to be walking back. I don't even know where Lockjaw spawns, but I knew that it wasn't near that zone line. I think he spawns in the water. That was just so stupid of me. I guess I thought in my mind, I can outrun him. But I got so low on health. You know what I should have done? I should have popped Divine Aura. Oh, man. That was just really, really stupid. That's what you get in this game. You get a little greedy, and the game punishes you. Well, I will pick back up when I run to the docks of Butcher Block, because that's how I'm going to get back. I gotta take the boat back to Freeport, and then run through Northern Row and back to Oasis, grab my corpse, get my level again. Damn it! Damn it. Damn it. Okay, I'm at the docks, and you may remember last time I was here, I went that way, left, to get to Kunark. This time I'm going to go right. I'm kind of curious what's in that little house, but I don't want to miss the boat. So you go right, and it's kind of confusing because it looks like there's 2 docks, but the one that goes out longer is the one you want. Folks, that's all, folks. So I was thinking about how I died to Lockjaw. And that's a fake boat, by the way. I think that's just the developers trying to fix the boats and being like, eh, let's just leave this here for now. Oh, here it is. Wow, perfect timing. You can sit here and wait a long time for these things to show up. So, oh, let me summon my hammer again. Obviously, I died to Lockjaw and that sucks, but I actually like the implementation of Lockjaw quite a bit. And I was thinking about how those alligators, crocodiles I should say, and caimans, technically different animals apparently, how they say scowl but they don't actually attack you. And I was trying to think why that is. My theory, this is just a theory, my theory is that they originally intended for them to be KOS to everyone. That's why they say scowl. But they did some testing on the zone. Again, this is my theory. They did some testing on the zone and they found out that the zone is just too dangerous as it was. You go to one side, you got the orcs, their scowl. You go to the other side, you got the crocodiles, their scowl. Wow, it looks like this boat is coming right at the dock. Ah! Oh, okay, we're safe. It turns at the last second. Defies physics. This boat is actually a little more stable, like less likely to fall through. And obviously, if you go into the middle of the zone of Oasis, you got all sorts of trouble. You got sand giants, you got mummies, you got... there are some non-KOS animals, like the beetles, the spiders, the asps. But it's a dangerous zone. So I think they thought, you know what? It's a little too dangerous. Let's ease up a little bit, even though it doesn't really make any logical sense. Let's make the crocodiles not KOS. And then maybe it was just an oversight that they changed the game mechanics so that they're not KOS, but they forgot to change the con message. And then it just kind of stuck. Like, it became a thing that kind of like the gnome being able to see through wall. Like, maybe it's not intentional, but people kind of liked it and they just kept it. Are we moving yet? Nope, we're still sitting at the dock. Well, I don't blame them, because you don't want to get left at the dock. Now you're left at the dock. That's an NPC dwarf standing there. Hey, there's a dwarf. That's an NPC too, I guess. Yeah. Anytime you get the last name in the target box, it's an NPC. I actually used that boat over there to film some of the Coldane video. So that's my theory on why they're not KOS. However, I really like the inclusion of Lockjaw because having all those crocodiles not attack you kind of lulls you into this false sense of security. Interesting that when you first zone in, you're not levitating. So that those crocodiles not attacking you kind of gives you this false sense of security of like, hey, I'm safe, I'm good. And then Lockjaw is an alligator, crocodile, whatever, that does attack you. And it says scowl. Now, he's bigger, so he's easier to see coming at you. However, I'm almost certain he spawns underwater. That is a cool looking island over there. I wonder if that's the one with the giant lizard on it. I can't quite tell. Part of me really, if I was like level 50, I would jump and run over there because I'm so curious. We're in this zone. Oh, there it goes. Maybe I'll come back someday. Or is that the same one right there? You would think it isn't, but... So yeah, the fact that Lockjaw, I believe, spawns underground and then comes out at you from the water, underwater, not underground. I think that's really cool. And I like it even though it killed me. So most of these ocean zones have like a stopping point. This is the main ocean zone in the game. I guess you could say Timorous Deep became one. I think that they took an aspect of this zone and improved upon it with Timorous Deep, and that would be... Oh, I like this little back room here. The way that this zone is set up, I'll put up a map. It's basically, you got one long boat route that kind of goes through the center, and then you're surrounded by these islands as you go along. And this island is safe, but some of them are not. Like I said, there's one that has a giant dinosaur on it. Well, I should say this island's safe for me, but it's probably not safe for this ogre. Muck butt. And then there's islands with like specters on it, and cyclopses, and gargoyles, and mermaids, and all this stuff. Most of the islands are not safe. What the hell? Some drama going on and out of character. Good thing the boat's moving away. Someone said there's some training going on. Crikey. So, what I think Timorous Deep did to improve upon this ocean zone is it made it so that the islands were more spread out. So instead of just having all the islands kind of in the middle of the zone that your boat goes in between, Timorous Deep made it so that some of the islands, you'll never even see them on the boat route, on either boat route, the evil or the good. The Maiden's Voyage or the Bloated Belly. And that's really cool because it means you have to explore, whereas in this zone, you can pretty much see all of the islands from the two boat routes. So there's some really cool stuff in Timorous Deep that is kind of dangerous to explore, but it's kind of fun. Ooh, there's a Cyclops. Oh, I missed it. Maybe we'll see another one. Ooh, it's a hill giant. Scowls at you ready to attack. Not surprised. Well, he's underwater, so... Oh, there's a Cyclops, and he just died. Interesting that that thing's in the water. I wonder if someone's put it there, or it just wanders there. The thing in Timorous Deep that everyone tries to get to during the first couple days of Kunark release, there's an underground area called the Pots. It's underground and underwater. So you're swimming underwater, it's in the corner, I don't remember if it's northeast or something, corner of the zone. But you see a hole in the ground as you're swimming underwater. It's sort of like a wizard spire looking shape. And you swim into that hole and it takes you into a room. God, this is getting crazy here and out of character. 40 to 50-year-old men fighting over a throwback game. Well, I wouldn't want it any other way. Hey, some of us are in our 30s, but I'm not arguing. The room that you swim into in the Timorous Deep underground has a bunch of pots, I want to say like 12 of them, that have a symbol from each of the cities around Norath, with I think the exception of Cavalis. Cavalis might not be in there, but maybe it is, I'm not sure. But if you click on one of those pots, it'll take you to the city that it represents. So there's one that looks like that little glowing sort of lava lamp thing from Ak'anon. If you click on it, it'll take you to Ak'anon. You can't go back to it, which is why people bound themselves there. But the developers then made it so that you couldn't bind yourself there because it was like too good of a bind spot. Like it's basically allowing you to port anywhere. Because there are some cities that are purposely a pain in the ass to get to, like Halis and Quenos. And you can just get there instantly if you're bound at the Timorous Deep pots. I don't know if it's efficient. Like, let's say you're in Oasis and you want to go to Halis, and you don't have any money for a port or whatever. There's no one on to port you. I wonder if it's quicker to take the little raft to the Timorous Deep and then swim/run, whatever, because you can, if you have levitate, you can run over the water to the pot room and then click on the Halis pot, or if it's faster to run through, you know, West Commons, the Karanas and all that. That'd be an interesting little test to run. So I think we're done with the island portion of this zone. This is a quicker boat ride than some of the other ones. Even though geographically, if you look at a map in North, I feel like Antonica is further away. Oh, there's one more. Oh, this is the one with the mermaids on it. I guess I'm more used to... Wait, mermaids? Or just goblins? Ooh, they're blue. I'm more used to running the other way. I should say boating the other way. There's a little mermaid. An alluring siren. She's different. That's a bit surprising. But she's blue. That's also... I thought those things were in their 20s. I thought the goblins were in their 30s. I'm more used to taking this boat route the other way, so from Freeport to Butcher Block. It's kind of an interesting experience. That was actually going to be my plan, by the way, before I died. Alright, we're right near the zone line, so I'll just cut this part out from here, because I think it's just going to be swimming into blue unknown. Oh, look at that, there's one more island. Oh, yeah, okay, so this is the... I wonder if we're going to stop there. I seem to recall you hit a different stopping point when going from Freeport to Butcher versus going from... So, going from Butcher to Freeport, you hit the sister island. And I thought going from Freeport to Butcher, you hit this island. I guess in this case, you hit them both. And there's nothing visible on this side, huh? Yeah, we're stopping. Interesting. I'm not getting off because I don't want to miss. You can run off, sell something real quick or buy something, and then run back on. There's actually a quest for Stein and Magog. Oh, and a GM showed up, I guess, to squash the out-of-character beef and turn people into unicorns. Cool. All right, let's go to Freeport. All right, we're in Freeport, and good old bait Masterson over there. Ah, here we go. So we pulled up to the docks, and I was actually kind of near the docks here in my last video. Great music. I will do a more thorough... I always get lost in this part. I would do a more thorough tour of Freeport when I'm not naked. Let's see, for now, I really just want to get out the gates. So one last thing about Lockjaw. Wow. Someone died a lot. Ooh, a Dark Elf Magician. No, I don't want West Freeport. I want this way. Southgate, yeah. I don't want... Or, what am I saying? Lockjaw. Most named NPCs in this game are harder. Like, they're either bigger, harder to kill, whatever. And Lockjaw is no exception. He's like the highest crocodile in that zone that's not Lockjaw would be the, what do you call them? Deep water crocodiles. So those are about level 19, 20. Lockjaw is probably like 22, 23, maybe even 25. I don't think he's any higher than that, but he's somewhere around there. And he drops a vest. That's his drop. I think that's the only item he drops. It could be that he drops a quest item as well. I'm not certain, but he drops a vest, and it's a decent vest. Like, I would use it. It's not necessarily cleric oriented, but let me look it up right now. Before I look it up, I'm going to guess. I believe its stats are 10 armor class, 10 stamina, and I think anyone can wear it. Oh, he does drop a weapon as well. Two-hand blunt. Interesting. That's only for... Oh, I could use that too, actually. It's not great, but... Oh, it's 12 armor class, 5 stamina. And anyone can use it except for intelligence casters. Interesting, so I could use it. But I can't kill him. That's the biggest problem there. Okay, so this should be a pretty uneventful run to Oasis. Let's hope. Fingers crossed. And I'll pick back up when I get to my corpse. And then I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get this level back. Gosh, that's actually a few kills I gotta do to get my level back. How annoying. Maybe I'll do a Freeport tour in this video. Freeport's an interesting town. It's a town divided more than any other town in Norath. Put it that way. All right, let me get to my corpse. So interesting. I stopped here in North Road, just outside Freeport. Once you get past the grass area, you end up in the desert. And there's this little barbarian village that I've never really thought too much about, but I guess it is kind of a lore thing. Maybe they're pilgrims, outcasts from Hallis. I guess there's only 2 of them. I sort of remember there being more. Oh, there's 3. Okay, there's one there. But I looked at her inventory, or her, what she sells, and I want to say that this is all stuff for alchemy, which is a skill that shamans get. So that's kind of cool. And I will be taking advantage of that. I can't do alchemy, but I'll be buying some alchemy stuff because I need to get some Spirit of Wolf potions. Does this guy sell anything? No. Okay. That also kind of gives you a hint at, I guess, what your faction with barbarians would be if you ran to Hallis, which I would love to do. Hopefully I'd be apprehensive. Okay, I'm in Oasis, and my corpse should be somewhere close to the zone line. That's not it. It's another gnome's corpse. That's not it either. And I also want to be cognizant that, hey, you never know, Lockjaw could still be here somewhere. I think I was somewhere... Oh, there it is. I ran past it already. Oh, man, I was close to the zone. I must have been so freaking close. Oh, I guess I don't need... I'm surprised they let me have more than one at a time. Whew. All right. How close was I to the zone? Let's see. Oh my god, I was right there. I was right there. Oh, I could have avoided all that. Damn it. All right. Let's figure out some XP here. Okay, since I'm in North Row here. Oh, that's blue. That's surprising. Well, that wasn't what I was going to do. I was going to try and kill this ghoul at the undead, since I can kill undead with greater efficiency than I can kill non-undead. I have a little bit of hesitation here because it's a ghoul, and the reason why ghouls scare me a bit, I know that's kind of a funny sentence there, is because they can root you. Now, I don't have sow right now, but the worst part about it is their root can actually cancel your sow. But it's blue, I'm full mana, let's give it a shot. So, oh, wait a minute, this isn't even the right undead nuke. Ah, damn it. Okay, well, let me just hope he doesn't root me for a second. Alright, I'll root him. Haha. I ghouled the ghoul. There we go, Expulsant. I wonder why I had that other one up. I think I memorized that when I was in a fluster trying to... Still dealing with the loss of my level. So, when you lose experience, you typically lose about half an orange. And that does vary by level. Like, I think after a hell level, let's say level 36, you lose more experience than you normally would. Like, double the pain. I don't know if you lose double, but I'm just saying. It makes it worse because it could potentially pull you back into a hell level. This guy is kicking my ass. Alright, let me just try and kill him. So the worst part about the ghoul rooting you is that on this server, right now, I believe, it takes off your sow. Now that's something the developers eventually went on to change in a patch. They made it so that if you get rooted, you don't lose sow. But this server tries to follow a policy of like however long it took them to patch that into the game, they're trying to take a similar amount of time. How much experience was that? Was that even good experience? Ooh, there's a mummy. Blue. Dang. I really want to kill that, but... Oh, I might use Sense Undead here. Or Sense the Dead? Whatever it's called. Hey, I already got a decent chunk of experience. That's pretty good. Alright, let me shut up and meditate. So one of the good things about this little camp here, if you can really call it a camp, is that you're pretty much safe. If you're in the northern... Or would it be northern? I guess this would be... Well, hell, I can figure out. Yeah, the southern part of the northern desert of Row, along the beach, you're pretty much safe. Nothing's really going to wander towards you. Now, this ghoul did walk by. It did not spawn on that monolith, even though it's walking over it right now. It's yellow. And most ghouls in this game, that one that was blue, I feel like that was a rarity. They're usually like level 15 to 17-ish, sometimes 18. I could wait for that thing to respawn, but I actually want to try to find that mummy. And this is a little bit dangerous to do without sow. But what have I got to lose? My level again? Ha! I don't even have it. Oh, fudge! There we go. When I said it was a little bit dangerous. Dang, that thing really just snuck up on me. Alright, I'm going to pull it back to the beach. Just in case. Remember my strafing tip. It's how you outrun mobs, because they always run faster than you if you just run in a straight line. Unless you have sow. Alright, we're at the beach. And this should be pretty easy. Now these can actually drop belts. It's so weird. Okay, so normally these orc warriors, by the way, Smite has a cooldown period. I don't know how long it is. Let's see. It's about 5 seconds. Now that does include. Nah, I didn't drop one. That does include the automatic 2-second cooldown for all spells. Is that the same ghoul? Yeah. I'm gonna get real close to the water here. And you see I get Ashen Order, that's the Monk Guild common residence, that's just, oh, I need to meditate. That's just random NPCs, I want to say probably merchants. In the commons, which I actually haven't been to yet on this character, Death Fist Orcs, who cares, they're already killed in sight. Guardians of the Veil, that's good if I ever go to, what the hell is that town called? Rivervale. I always confuse that name with the town in Archie. I think that was Riverdale. And Knights of Truth, that's the Paladin Guild. I don't know if that affects the clerics. It might. I'm not killed inside them either way. Anyway, you see those orcs, the Death Fist orcs, in the commons. They're kind of the Antonica equivalent of the Crushbone orcs. However, if you go to the Oasis, there's a lot of orcs there, and they're not part of the Death Fist branch. Like, they don't give you the same faction. They look the same, but they're not the same faction-wise. And those Death Fist ones can drop a belt. Now, this is not one of those belts. This is actually a belt that I got off an orc in Oasis. In a group. Oh, this troll scared me. Can I not find? Oh, there he is. Okay. But you can get a belt that looks like this. Well, it's like the Crushbone. It basically, they gave the people that were getting experience low-level characters in the Neriak Freeport area the same quest as you get from the Crushbone works. And there's probably a someone else who died in the Oasis. Not the only one. A shriveled mummy. Alright, this isn't the one I was looking for, but it will do, and I think I have enough mana. I really want to get this level. And I think this will get it for me. Oh, come on. A fizzle? It's not a good start. Oh, I don't even have the fear up, which is so funny, because that's what got me killed in the first place, was sitting down to try and memorize that damn fear. Oh, that was easy. This new nuke is awesome. Oh, that's a good name. I don't often see a name that I like, but I like that name. Unless I... Oh, Aratus? Oh, I thought it was Araphis. I like Araphis. Aratus. Alright, I'm so close. So close I can almost taste it. Oh, there it is. I just went looking for it, and it was right behind me. How funny. Well, come on over. Give me my level back. Love that the music is gently playing in the background. 88. I bet that'll go up at 15. And it'll probably... Yes! Thank God. Okay. I want to get dodge. Another Deathless Warrior. How should I do this here? How should I do this? I could go to Freeport, but I actually kind of want to go back to Fedor. Should I just go to Ak'anon and get my... Maybe I should do that. Yeah, I think I'll do that. All right. Been a while, but... Now, most people will tell you when you first get your level, you should get some insurance XP. And I agree with that. Even though I'm not going to do that. I mean, I will get insurance XP, just not here. Oh, let's see if that ghoul is still... Oh, now it's even. Okay, so it's level 15. Maybe that could be my insurance XP. Now I'm... Okay, how about this? I'll put gate here. Yeah, I'm really curious about this. Because killing an Evencon would be good insurance XP. Okay, well, I was going to go chasing after that Evencon ghoul, but this one that spawned right here happens to be an Evencon as well. So let's find out. I mean, if oh, and look at that, meditate's already maxed. If things are going bad, I'll just gate. And I have the fear up. I'll fear him and I'll either run to the Oasis zone line or I'll gate. Let's do this. Let's give it a shot. See how much this nuke does now. Why did it have to fizzle? 89. Okay, it went up by 1. Part of me really wants to fear it even now. Just because, why not? Although, if it goes in the water, I may not be able to nuke it. And it resisted anyway, so... It is hitting me pretty damn hard. Oh, I'm really worried it's going to root me. Okay, good. Okay, that's a good sign. No cooldown period on this one. I don't think any of the undead ones have a cooldown period. This, God, can I even cast it? Now it's probably too far away. Oh, I got it. That was nice little chunk. Not great. Okay, wow. Easier than I thought. I think it would have been harder if I tried to just tank it. So I'm glad I feared it. Although my combat skills might have gone up. Alright, let me, cut my level back. I would like to go learn dodge. Let me have a think about that. Okay, so I decided, since I'm already here, what the hell, might as well go to Freeport. I really want to try seeing if I'm KOS at the Evil Guild, which is underground. Oh, hello. Oh, he's a bard. I mean, I fit the bill to not be KOS. Wow, that thing's green. I definitely fit the bill because I've got Bertoxis, but I just feel like there's some NPCs in there, like Dark Elves that worship Anuric, that might be threateningly. So I'll show the tunnel real quick. Then I'll go to North Freeport, learn dodge, and I'll feel good about myself because I redeemed myself for that awful death. If you don't know how to get to the tunnel, on the other side of the zone is the water. If you run along this wall from East Freeport to Oasis. There's a hole in the wall, basically in this wall, that takes you to East Commonlands, and that is the Wizard Spire they can port to North Row. It looks pretty puny and pathetic compared to, you know, like the Greater Fadar big spires, but there's actually some sort of lore behind that. It has to do with like the Combined Empire and all that. I don't know enough about it to talk about it. But there is a lore difference between the little stump wizard spires like that one and the big boys like in Greater Fadar. And there's a really big boy in Kunark in the Dreadlands. Okay, so this is that little tunnel I was talking about. It's like a little hole. There's a good shot of it. And it seems like, oh my gosh, where am I going? Some scary dungeon? Actually, it's a very peaceful place. There are places like this in the game, though, where you see an entrance like this, and it goes somewhere scary. But this is not one of them. This is actually the exception. And we're in the tunnel. The EC tunnel. Now you're going to see a ton of spam in this chat because this is the auction zone on this server. Nice to see fellow gnomes around. So this part of the tunnel is actually quite empty. There are a couple merchants here. Some of them aren't in the game yet. I'm watching another one of these Lifetime movies, and this one's got the girl from the Wonder Years in it, who I love. Danica something or other. But her love interest in this one is like 20 years older than her. Good for them. Ooh, I like that tunic. Can I use that? I can use that. Interesting. Oh, wow. He said he'll trade that for 3. Wait, are you kidding me? 728? Is that better than what I have? I have a bunch of bone chips. That is way better than what I have. Hold on a second. I need to talk to this guy. What's this guy's name? Doja Fett. Wait, let me make sure I have enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I do. He says he wants 3 bone chip stacks for the Tabard. Great upgrade. And 1 bone chip stack for the Enforcer. Oh my gosh, this is like too good to be true. What's this guy's? Doja? He's an Ixar. What the hell? He's a level 56 Ixar. Dang, man. Kunar came out less. Well, I guess it was more than a month ago now. I'm just surprised. But good for him. Is that him there? That's him. Okay, if I was reading... Yeah, I guess I was reading his thing right. He's saying that if I give him 4 stacks of bone chips, he'll give me that. I guess he really wants bone chips. Let me just make sure. You always want to make sure when you're doing a trade with someone that A, they're giving you what they say, because there's a lot of items that have like this icon, for example. And B, that you and your class and your race can use it. Looks like both are true here. Oh my god, that is a huge upgrade. And I think it's lighter? It is lighter. Oh my goodness gracious. What the hell, man? 728 magic? Absolutely, I can destroy this. And this. Oh, we gotta see what this looks like. We gotta see what all this looks like. I guess I'll go to this side. Okay, it just looks like the normal club, which a little disappointing, but let's see what this thing looks like. Ooh, it's like coppery. It's like a bronzish copper. Now, even though these seem like really good items to me, they drop like water in certain zones in Kunar. In fact, I want to say Lake of the Loman is the zone where these drop, both of them. But, I mean, that hammer was 632. This is 728. That's a huge upgrade. And it hits magic, so I can kill Will-O-Wisp and ghouls and all that other stuff. And this is 14 armor class. I mean, let's just do a quick comparison. I think it's kind of a no contest here. 8 armor class. Okay, it is heavier, but I'm getting 6 more armor class, 10 hit points, 10 save versus magic. Are you kidding me? That's awesome. All I had to do is trade in some bone chips. Absolutely. And he gave me Dead Man Floating, which I'm not going to click off because it's basically just levitate. It's not functionally helping me. Plus, I'm about to run somewhere. Let me see who I can ask for a Spirit of the Wolf. How about this guy? Bippy. Bippy! Where are you running, Bippy? Bippy Skippy? Sometimes when you ask someone for a so, they'll be like, I'm at this, and it's like, dude, I'm right in front of you. I know that's where you are. So I like to inspect them just so they know that I'm right up on their ass. You'll see some of the sweetest items ever in this zone, but they're all so expensive. Alright, let's quickly go get that damn final combat skill I ever get, which is... what is it? Dodge. Now, I don't want to say controversy, but there is a little bit of... back in the day, there was debate about cleric skills. Oh, that looks good too. 826. Oh my god, that's so good. But I just got a new weapon, and I can't afford it anyway. Yeah, I'm about 120 plat shy. So back in the day, there was some debate. There was quite a bit of debate about whether or not clerics should be able to get the skill Bash. Because basically every cleric is using a shield. And the thought was that clerics, A, didn't have a ton to do in this game besides heal. That's one of the best items in the game right there, by the way. So is that Jade Mace. I mean, I guess it's debatable, but... Fungal regrowth, 918. Can you imagine if I had a 918 mace? I wouldn't even need to nuke those ghouls. I'd be tearing through those suckers. But let me say focus here. It's way easier to focus when you're not in East Commons. The argument was, look, clerics don't have a ton to do, and they are more likely to tank, at least in theory, than the other wisdom classes, which are druids, which I would say absolutely, and shamans, which I would disagree with. And I was never really in favor of giving clerics Bash. And this whole thing came about in... It was like late Velius into Luckland, I want to say. And it is something that the developers seriously considered, giving clerics the Bash ability, but it never happened. I mean, maybe it happened eventually, like down the road past when I stopped playing. But I thought it was an interesting idea, even though I was against it. Because clerics are the only wisdom caster that can wear plate. However, in practice, I do think that shamans end up tanking a lot more than clerics, even though clerics can wear plate and theoretically would have more hit points and AC. Clerics don't really solo, and maybe that was an argument for being able to solo as a cleric. Like, hey, the class is so one-dimensional, all you do is sit in... Why am I in the bank? I don't need to be in the bank. All you do is sit in a group and heal and buff, and that's so one-dimensional, whereas shamans can do that, plus solo, dot, slow, all that stuff. Did killing that orc improve my faction here? Nope. Not visually. So, I think that was the argument. It was basically just that clerics were boring, and they wanted more to do, but... It never happened. I guess the developers were like, no, you are a priest. You do priestly things, and that does not include bashing. In retrospect, even though I was against it at the time, it wouldn't have been the worst thing in the world. I think it introduces some element of, like, what should you do / game theory type stuff when you're in a group. Like, let's say you're a cleric in a group and you're sitting there and you're meditating, getting ready to heal your tank, and you're fighting a spellcasting mob, like say in Carnor's Castle, one of those cleric ones, and it starts casting complete heal on itself. Is it efficient for you as a cleric to get up, bash the NPC that's healing itself, and sit back down, or would it be more efficient for the group's sake for you to just keep meditating in preparation for more heals? I don't know. I guess that's one argument you could make, that it complicates things. Here's something I never noticed. When you're in the guild master screen here, you actually can see your experience, like, even more thoroughly, I would say, than in this screen. And I wonder if that was part of the original game, because eventually they made it so that that blue line there, you can see it on here in your inventory screen, just so you can get a more accurate idea of how far into the level you are. But I guess originally it was only in this screen, in the Guildmaster screen. Maybe they thought originally that people would be going to their Guildmaster more often. I don't know. Okay, dodge. What dodge does... feeble. What dodge does is it makes it so that every time an NPC attacks me, there's a chance that I can completely miss it. Now, there's already a chance that the NPC will miss me, but this introduces another sort of check for the system to do, saying, okay, there's maybe, let's just say a 1.5% chance that on every single attack I will dodge that attack. And then your armor class factors into regular misses, I want to say. I don't think it factors into your dodge. I think the only thing that affects your dodge is your skill, which right now is 15 for me. It's an interesting skill, and other classes get more forms of dodge, I would say, that are effectively the same thing, like parry, block. Is there another one? Repose is a little different because then you technically are attacking back. But as a cleric, you just get dodge. And I think every class gets dodge, including int casters, which are the least combat ability-ish line of classes. So the only thing left here, at least that's shown up on my screen, is this specialization, which I will get to later. But yeah, I like it. Now I have dodge. And what is this guy economy? Apprehensive. Okay, I think I'm going to gate, but let me think about that. So I've decided that Freeport deserves a tour. And while I'm here, before I gate back to Fedor, might as well do the tour. It's one of the most important cities in the game. I happen to personally think that it's
overrated,
but that doesn't mean it's a bad city. And like I said, it's important, and it's got a really interesting lore story. It's got 3, I believe, competing factions. I'm going to dig up on the lore a little bit more before I do the tour. But man, I am still adjusting to my new look. Woo! I like it. Going to be beating them off with a stick. And I have one. I have the Sarnak Enforcer. So yeah, I'll see you next time. We'll do a tour of Freeport. It'll be fun. Then I'm going to go back home. I'm going to do something you might not expect. See you then.